Hi, fans of high-quality entertainment. Today's video is on something, it's just me. I think for most collectors of music, they buy box sets, deluxe edition CDs and everything. I think most of you out there, when you buy these, and they have extra stuff in them, either live tracks or take one, take three. They've just expanded the original album into sometimes a box set and sometimes just like this with extra stuff in it. And for the most part, I have just never been that interested in the extra stuff, bonus material, with exceptions. Even with the Beatles, I do love all the box sets I have, but even the extra stuff you get on those box sets, different takes, demos, or whatever, I play them once. I do play them. Play them once, maybe twice, and then that's about it, right? I don't find them that interesting to go back to very much. The one exception is the Beatles' White Album, which I think is one of the greatest box sets ever, because almost all of the bonus material is superb. And there's different takes of, Hey Jude, complete takes. And so I've listened to those many times. Now, going back to this, George Harrison, All Things Must Pass, I've got two different versions. This is the 50th anniversary remix, and this is a remaster from 2014. Anyway, they're both, they sound a bit different, of course, because this is a remix, but I enjoy both for whatever reasons, different reasons, so I do play both. But the thing that really kind of annoys me about this one is they have the bonus tracks at the end of the first half of the album, as you can see here. So the original album would end with Run of the Mill for, the halfway mark. And then right after the midpoint of All Things Must Pass, they tack on these bonus songs at the end of CD1. And they do the very same thing with CD2. And it just kind of, I like to listen to an album all the way through without bonus tracks, kind of placed in the middle. So that's a little annoying with this one, but. And then this one is just, there's no bonus tracks or anything, so it's just listening to the whole album. And once again, there are certain box sets that have bonus material that is really good, and I do listen to. I know that Robert's on my turntable has this on order. He should be getting it soon. A lot of really good bonus tracks on some of these albums. I wouldn't say all of them, but so I really enjoy the bonus tracks, is what I'm trying to say. And I was listening to my Alice Cooper CDs. I've got Easy Action, and then I've got these expanded deluxe editions of Killer, School's Out, and $1 Billion Babies. And once again, it's done, it's done the way I always feel that it should be done. So the original album is on disc 1 for $1 Billion Babies. And disc 2 is Live in Houston, Texas, 1973. And there's 13 songs, and then outtakes. I've never listened to this. I've never listened to the live album or the outtakes. Maybe someday I will. But it's just the way I am, right? Once I've listened to the album, it's like, okay, I've heard the album. Oh, there's outtakes and all that. No, I'll play them later. And I never do, because I'm just on to the next album. Oh, and just a quick mention, I almost forgot that on the song Billion Dollar Babies, Donovan does some of the vocals with Alice Cooper. I bet you didn't know that. Yeah, you can really hear him in that song, so it's pretty cool. And same thing with these. They're very well done and remastered and everything. But all of these, I believe, contain, this one contains a live show on the second disc from 1972, and then studio extras, School's Out single version, Gutter Cat single version, Alma Mater alternate version, and Elected early take. I've never listened to them. And same with this one. Some live tracks and, a few outtakes. My favorite Elvis Costello album is King of America. Guess what? That's right, there's bonus tracks on disc 2, which I don't think I've ever played them. There's some live tracks, some demos, and I'm sure it's good because, the album itself I absolutely love. But I've just never gotten around to playing this. Shame on me. How about the Beach Boys? These. Yeah, so CD1, besides the album Carl and the Passions, So Tough, bonus tracks. I don't think I've ever listened to them. The Road Not Taken demo, He Come Down, 2022 mix, Carl and the Passions Pet Sounds promo, and then live bonus tracks. And same with CD2 with Holland. Holland bonus tracks. We Got Love, Hard Time, Carry Me Home. Sail on Sailor Live, 1973. I will listen to them at some point. The Rolling Stones. Goat's Head Soup comes with an extra disc, rarities and alternate mixes. Scarlet with Jimmy Page. I do remember playing this once, but it was a long time ago. All the Rage, Crisscross, 100 Years Ago piano demo, Dancing with Mr. D, instrumental, and so forth. Never played them. This is a recent box that I got for Nectar, A Tab in the Ocean, great album. But it includes, besides the 2025 mix and the 1973 mix, and the 1976 US mix, I've just concentrated on the 2025 mix on CD1. And then that's CD1 and CD2 with different mixes, earlier mixes. CD3 is Live in Germany in 1973, and CD4 is Part 2, Live in Germany, 1973. I've never listened to the live tracks. Also comes with a disc 5, the 5.1 surround sound, which I don't have. Just a few more samples here. The Kinks, Arthur. I've got a few of these deluxe box sets. Of course, I love, it's probably my favorite Kinks album, the original. Okay, yeah, so disc 1 is the mono album and then some bonus tracks. And disc 2 is the stereo version and then some bonus tracks, you know, at the end, which is fine, I guess. Yeah, so Plastic Man, This Man He Weeps Tonight, Mindless Child of Motherhood. So some of these are backing tracks, alternate mixes, or alternative takes. I've never listened to them. I know, you're shocked. Yeah, so another one, deluxe version. This is 3 CDs, Procol Harum, Broken Barricades. I've got a few of their deluxe box sets. So CD 1, of course, the original album remastered, play it a lot. But even the bonus tracks on CD 1, yeah, Simple Sister raw track, Broken Barricades long fade, Memorial Drive early mix, backing tracks, raw heavy brass mix, backing track, blah, blah, blah. So I've never played those. And then CD B, it says, and CD C are live concerts, New York City, 1971 on CD B. And CD C is live in Stockholm in 1971. I've never played them. Yeah, probably what happens if I'm listening to Procol Harum, I usually grab, you know, 2 or 3 of their albums, and I listen to albums in batches of bands, usually. And so when I'm done with the very first album on this, it's like, okay, oh, there's bonus tracks. I'll check them out later. I go on to, you know, one of their other albums to listen to. One more, Golden Earring, Moontan remastered and expanded. So CD 1, of course, I've played many times. It's remastered. And then at the end, they put in some bonus tracks, which I did play once. And then CD 2 is the Moontan Sessions. Vanilla Queen early version, Radar Love, basic track. The Song Is Over, basic track. Vanilla Queen Part 1, rough mix. Just like Vince Taylor, alternate mix. And once again, I've just never listened to it. Because I'm just so... It's almost like showing the album respect. It's like, okay, I just listened to the album. It's the end of the album. There are these bonus tracks. Interesting to listen to once or twice, but for the most part, you know, sometimes I don't even listen to them once. And, you know, it's just, it's my issue. Because I'm sure I'm missing some, you know, interesting bonus tracks. But, yeah, that's it. And like I said, a band like, you know, the Beatles are my favorite, right? So when these box sets do come out, I always listen to the outtakes, demos, or whatever. But for the most part, even those, I only play, you know, once or twice or 3 times. Except for, like I said, the White Album, which is just all great. And so that is it. I would be curious if my viewers are like me, or when you buy one of these deluxe sets, are you always listening to the extra bonus tracks? Or maybe it depends on the artist or whatever. But that is it. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like the video, leave a comment below, and make sure you're subscribed. Bye.